Hey, it's King Casper Jr., aka Pooh Bear, is in the house still. You know what I'm saying? So, I am a type of person that loves to keep conversations and stuff to myself, especially when it comes to certain people. Now, when my father was alive, I've had many conversations with him, especially with a lot of things. Some people feel like because of the decisions I make in life when it comes to my business and personal, they got a lot of cryptic and stupid stuff to say about it. And they always questioning, how would my daddy feel about me in decisions I make for my business and personal? I'm like, I know how he would feel. My daddy was the type of person that he was very nonchalant, where he cared but he didn't care. As long as I was happy, that was all that mattered. He cared a lot about the things, but when it came to my happiness, he didn't question it. Like, he was the type of man, like, hey, like, in his own little way, he knew what it was about with me. He just didn't say nothing. He just, especially when it came to, like, men clothes, men's shoes, whatnot. Like, every time when it came to clothes, shoes, especially shoes, that I couldn't seem to find in the women's department, couldn't find nothing nice. It's like, oh, he jumped and said, oh, yeah, just if you can't find nothing over there, go find you something in the men's department. Pretty sure you can find something over there. So I was like, Dad, you only doing that because you want me to save your pockets from not spending arm and leg. Even though that was true, but then this other factor is my dad accepted me as me before I knew of me and I learned of me. You know what I'm saying? And that's why he did what he did. So, for the ones who want to sit up here and question my dad and question things because he's not here, let me tell you something. He's not here right now and he's gone forever. But I'm still here. And I'm finna set the record straight. Even though I was told by a good buddy of mine, I don't have to do this. I don't need to do it. But it's time. Like, for the ones who sitting up here questioning, I ain't gonna name no names or say anything too around those names. But you know who you are. That has some 2 cent to shade and all that extra to say, oh, why is it that you this, you that, or you being gay? Do your daddy know about it? Alright. So, peep this. You know the MFs. Okay? I was asleep one day. And I was sleeping really good. And it was just me and my baby. We went to bed early because we had a long day. But as I was sleeping, I went over to my dad's house in my dream. Went over to my dad's house. I knocked on his door. And when he opened the door, he had on his blue suit and the suit that he was buried in. And then of course with his shiny gold tooth, whatever. And I'm just sitting here just like, hi Dad, what's up? He's like, oh, nothing, just fixing up the house and just doing this and just doing that. He was like, come on in, come help Dad. Come help dear old Dad fix this roof. So I said, alright, I'll come help Dad. So he went in his room and changed his clothes. Went into change like a little shirt, little dingy little shirt, workout shirt, whatever, and some shorts. Then he was like, as we sitting here fixing this roof, let me give you a nice little daddy speech. I said, uh-oh. He said, yeah, uh-oh. It is, uh-oh, it is. And he goes into this thing where, you know what? I don't want you to end up making the same mistakes like me when it came to women. I made a surely big mistake when I was with your mom and how I treated her. Now, you have a good woman in your life. You need to treat her right. I don't want you to make the same mistakes as me. I want you to be a better person than me. Not a better man or a woman, but a better person than your dear old dad. I want you to treat her right because I can tell she treats you right. And she loves on you. And then I was like, okay, Dad, I get it. He's like, do you get it? He's like, because I'm seeing you messing up a couple times. I want you to, straighten up, tighten up. And I was like, all right, Dad, I get it. So then he goes on talking about, I'm telling you this, I'm getting on you because I see she's been good to you. And she puts you as her priority and that you need to just treat her right because she don't really have that much support in her corner like that. And I said, all right, Dad, I get it. So then he goes on to talking about how he knows that I love my mom and I care about my mom, but I need to not overdo it and not overwhelm myself. I need to focus on what's and who's in my house and who's in my life that's living in my house. I need to focus on my little family that I have. It is okay to look out for her, but just do the best you can, and that's it. So then he goes on to, all right. And I got on you about that. And then he told me if I was even still alive, I would have still been giving you the daddy-daughter speech. The same thing. So, but enough is enough of that. So then he went into, all right now, you done had about 7 months with your daughter. Now, when you going to bring her to my gravesite so I can meet my granddaughter? And when he said that, I rose up from my sleep and was full of tears. My baby was like, oh, babe, what's wrong? And I told her what was wrong. She was like, it took you dreaming about your dad to get you to act right, to get you to see things. I said, it's not a pretty good feeling when you hearing from your loved ones that's now gone. But I feel better knowing that he's been here with me all this time throughout this whole journey, especially of me living on my own journey. But at the end of the day, my dad was not always the perfect dad. But once my mom put her foot up his butt, not literally, but to me, after that point, I didn't care what he did before that. He became the best dad ever. I didn't see the flaws. I didn't see the mistakes of him that he made. I didn't, etc. I seen him as my Superman. And I'm going back to what I said. For the ones who want to sit up here and question and ask me how my dad felt about with me being gay, my dad pretty much called my significant other his daughter-in-law. That I need to treat his daughter-in-law right. because she treats me right. Like, I done been going through so much over the years with when it comes to relationships. Like, relationships is not easy. But then when you got outsiders, I ain't gonna say no names, when you got outsiders who love picking their nose and putting their nose where it don't belong, then it makes things a lot harder for a person. Not just for me. It makes it a lot harder than what it is and what it's not. Some people ask me, why am I here dealing with the same sex? I've gone through a lot, and I'm not going into details of it, but I will say that it's certain people that has factored into why I really haven't had a love life. And I done had to force to have one. And with me forced to have one mean as me coming out as true as myself, mean as me elevating to being me and being really me and me dealing with the same sex. Like, I only pretended to dealing with men because I was trying to please my mom in a whole lot of ways. And I realized doing that only hurted me in the process. And that made her whatnot. So I got tired of the infants of trying to please other folks, and I started pleasing myself. You know, I feel like at the end of the day that people get what they deserve. Learn to touch your nose, mind your business, and leave folks alone. If they're happy with a man or woman, leave it be. Because as soon as that person makes a dear left turn and start making decisions that's going to make them happy, then it's too late at that point. All that, can you get back with this person? No. You made that bed, now you can lie in it and deal with the consequences of you should have just kept your 2 cents to yourself. You should just kept yourself out of it. Period. But the more of the story is, when it comes to family, and y'all know who y'all are, and you know who you is. Ain't gonna name no names. But learn how to mind your business that pays you, and stay out of other people's relationships. Even if they do open up to you about their love life, do not take it upon yourself and sit up here and go behind that person's back and do what you want to do. Because if you do that, it's going to backfire. And when it does backfire, at the end of the day, you don't have nobody to blame but yourself. Not that person on your left, not that person on your right. Just in general. You know, because if my daddy was still here, a lot of y'all that put y'all noses into people's places and things, even with me, would have been done for and dealt for. But he's not here. So I'm standing up for him, and I'm saying what he told me in my dream, that my dad was proud of me for me coming out and me being me, and me being real, and me being honest and not being fake with it. Like, a lot of y'all is fake with it. So I just had to come on here, show my face, because I haven't showed my face in a couple months. But y'all gonna be seeing my face from now on, because I'm finna do some more videos, do videos that I gotta do. And I'm gonna chop it up, do Facebook Live. I'm finna get back on my grind, because I got so much other stuff that I'm doing. But other than that, it is your girl King, aka Pooh Bear. I am out this building. Y'all have a nice day. And just keep it, just keep pushing. As I always say in my videos, I would love for y'all to like, click, and share, and subscribe to it.